So I had a request, well, a few requests actually, to explain some of the shadow work that I do and like how I do it and everything. I did watch a lot of videos on YouTube on shadow work, and that actually helps a lot. And I also I have some journals that I got off of Amazon that help. So I'm going to show you the journals that I use that are pre-made that I do. So there's this one that I do every day. I also do this gratitude journal, which I really like this gratitude journal because it's simple. I was looking at a lot of them that aren't simple, and I don't like those. I just, three things a day that you're grateful for. I like that because it's simple. And then there's this group of shadow work journals that I got on Amazon that I use. Um, you buy them all separately. They don't all come together. But I got those on Amazon, or actually, those were a birthday gift for my dad, but still on Amazon. And the last four were the other two I got myself. But anyways, so those are the pre-made shadow work journals that I do. But I also use a couple comp books. Where did I put the comp book? I stuck it down. Well, there's this one, and then there's another one. Oh, it's right behind me. So I use these two comp books. This one is for when I have therapy. He has me do certain things in that one. So, but the other one I use whenever anything like comes up that I need to let out. And I also wrote down a bunch of prompts in this one that I've found in other videos or that I found in other places. I wrote down a whole bunch of prompts that aren't in the ones that I have that are pre-made that help me work through stuff, but also anything that comes up, like like something that triggers me or something that I notice is a pattern, or anything like that. I'll write it down and I'll try to work through it while I'm writing it down. Sometimes it's not going to come immediately, but at least it's written down and I know what to look for, what to try to figure out why these patterns happen or why these things trigger me or upset me, or certain words get to me, things like that. I try to figure it out, and so I write it in the comp book. And when I can figure out what started a pattern from my childhood, I work through that and write it down. This is what happened in my childhood that created this pattern of this situation and why this keeps repeating and repeating. And then I go back and I talk to my inner child. I kind of meditate on it, talk to my inner child, and I comfort my inner child and try to work myself through it through my inner child. So that's something that I've been doing a lot of. And when it's something that, like, a word that triggers me, or certain things, sometimes I'll figure out what in myself is like that. If it's something that bothers me about somebody else, or it's something that bothers me about, like, a word that, like, somebody says something to me and it really gets to me, I try to figure out what in myself is like that causes that to bother me so much. And then you figure out what's good about that, whatever it is. You figure out what's good about it, like being called a bitch. You figure out what being a bitch is good for, or what is bad for. But or why it bothers you. If it bothers you to be called a bitch, you figure it out, like, this is why it bothers me. But then you figure out what that particular trait has done for you that's good, because there is always a good side to it too. So, like, it can help you, being a bitch can help you be assertive and stand your own ground, and that's important. So, okay. So that's basically that's a basic gist of everything, but I mean, it's a lot more complicated than that, and a big process. But that's a start. I also recommend a book called The Dark Side of the Light Chasers. I listened to that on Audible, and that was very helpful in learning a lot of this stuff. So I recommend that. I recommend watching things on shadow work on here, because that helped me a lot too. And then all these journals help, and the comic book, everything's helpful. So I'm still fairly new to doing all the shadow work, and I'm still working it out myself. And there's a lot for me to heal still. And so, I mean, clearly a lot if you're watching my other videos, but I'm working on it. And that's what's important. And I'm going to keep working on it and keep healing and keep going. And I'm not giving up. I'm not going to stop. And I will be good. I will be okay. And my life is going to be much better. But okay. All right. Well, thank you. Bye.